Hello. What if I told you that you have never failed in your entire life? You've never had a failure in your entire life. And you may react to this statement by saying, What? What are you talking about? I can tell you a lot of failures that I've had. I had this as a failure, and that was a failure, and that was a failure. Nope. Failure is a myth. You see, well, first of all, men don't fail, they only stop trying. And I want to redefine this whole concept of failure from the very beginning. I'm not going to even call it failure anymore from this point onward. I'm going to call it an unexpected outcome. So, for this presentation, the word failure will be substituted for unexpected outcome. An outcome that was different than what we were expecting, which is a totally different perspective than what you think of failure, which normally means it's a point where you stop. It's a point where it is all over. But the thing that we seem to forget is that progress toward a goal is never a straight line. It is always a process of ups and downs, setbacks, obstacles to overcome, and moving forward. If setting a goal always meant moving in a straight line, everyone would happily have everything that they ever wanted. But there is a certain economy of life that knows that everyone cannot be at the top, first of all. Because if everyone were at the top, the whole concept of a middle and a bottom would be irrelevant. So the thing is that only 5% of the population are at the top anyway, if we look at statistics. And the reason why is that life has a system of a process of elimination that only the strong will reach the top. This is just the way it is, and this is the way it always will be. You have to make the grade by passing the persistence test, and life is not going to let you go to the top and to reach your goal without passing the persistence test. Now, why do we have to go through obstacles and setbacks and disappointments anyway? Because this is resistance training. Just like you go to the gym and you want to exercise a muscle. In order for that muscle to grow, you have to exercise what we call the muscle to failure, which means the muscle has to break down in order for new tissue to be replacing that which was broken down. And the new tissue which replaces the broken down tissue is stronger than that was previously there. In the same way, when we go through a disappointment, an unexpected outcome, which we used to call, for our purposes, a failure, we literally break down old weaknesses and have them replaced with a resilience in order to continue to move forward. This is how we build our resilience muscles, by getting back up again and moving forward. There is also an erroneous question that we ask ourselves at times when we go through these unexpected outcomes, that we say, why me? Why is this happening to me? This is the wrong question. A better question would be, what is this trying to teach me? What can I learn from this? You see, it is more important to have the right question than to have the right answer. In fact, the right answer is predicated on asking yourself the right question. And in the case when you are moving toward your goal and you come across what we now call an unexpected outcome, the question to ask yourself is not, why is this happening to me? But what is this trying to teach me? What can I learn from this? This is the way you are exercising your resilience muscle, your comeback muscle. And I understand it gets tiresome to have an expectation for something to happen according to a certain plan, and it doesn't happen that way. It makes you tired, it makes you weary, it makes you want to go, oh God, and maybe you want to give up. But that's the whole point of resilience that has to be trained. You see, success is something that you have to be prepared for. You just can't happily walk in a straight line without any obstacles to develop you into the character of person that you need to be once success arrives. Because getting to success is one path, and keeping success is another path. Many people have found that once they achieve success, there are many obstacles that pull them in different directions to maintaining their success. There are still going to be obstacles for you to maintain your success once you get there. And if along the path of getting there you have not developed the skills and the ability to solve problems, which is really what we're talking about, the willingness and the ability to solve problems and to come up with solutions, you won't be able to even maintain your achievements once you get there. So, what I want us to take away from this is that we no longer need to see failure as the end. We need to see failure simply as an unexpected outcome from which we need to learn the lesson that it is trying to teach us in order to improve the forward movement to the next level. So, it is never, why is this happening to me? But what is this trying to teach me? And it is not a failure, it is only an unexpected outcome, which is giving us the opportunity to find the solution, develop ourselves, create resilience, and to be able to move forward to our next level of development. So I hope that you understand now from this point on that there is no such thing as failure. There is only learning, because every so-called failure is no more than an unexpected outcome from which we have something to learn. We don't learn very much from a straight line of success. We learn more from the unexpected outcomes that force us to think in different ways to come up with creative angles to improve ourselves more and more. So remember, you only experience unexpected outcomes from which you will find solutions. You will become stronger, more resilient, and you know how to ask yourself from this point on, not why is this happening to me, but what is this trying to teach me? Okay, this is yours truly again, Charles Prosper, as always, wishing you to stay consistent and be successful. And if you enjoyed this video and any of the other videos that I put out consistently on a daily basis, if you feel so inclined, give it a like, subscribe, and help me to extend my reach. Also, I would suggest, for more information about what it is that I do and what I offer, go to www.consistencysuccesscoach.com and you will be glad that you did. So again, until the next time, stay consistent and be successful.